Hey folks, today we're going to talk about your script. How could you come up with your own original script? Let's talk about it. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Today is the day, or should I say tonight is the night. We're doing the webinar on how you can get your best demo. I'm just super excited about presenting this to you. I know that there are going to be a lot of folks that are going to want to take advantage of what we're offering tonight. And I'm so excited about this, not only because you're going to have the opportunity to get a really good professional demo made. I'm going to be giving away some stuff. It's one thing to have a demo. It's a whole nother thing to know what to do with it when you get it. How do you market it? Where do you put it? How can you use social media to promote it? What do you need to do online in order to start getting some work, whether it's via email, whether it's social media, whatever it is? I'm going to give this away. At the end of the webinar, for everyone that stays till the end, I'm going to be giving away these bennies to you so that you not only have the opportunity to get a demo made that's going to just be your best demo, but also what to do with it. How are you going to start getting some work? Because that's really where the rubber meets the road. Yes, sure, it's great to have a good demo, but if you don't know what to do with that thing, it's like not even important. You know what I'm saying? Taking a sip of coffee here. So I'm super excited about tonight and being able to present that. If you have not registered for the webinar, there's a link in the description for this video on Facebook and on YouTube. So you can go ahead and register for that if you haven't already. I'm actually amazed at how many people have already signed up for this thing. So I'm going to be bringing my A game. I'll be in studio all day today until probably about 9 o'clock tonight. The webinar starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So do the math on that. When you go and register, it'll give you it in your time zone. So don't worry about that. And you will get a notification probably about 15 minutes prior to the webinar beginning so that you don't miss it. Sometimes you just forget. You register for stuff and you forget. So make sure that you're able to be there. Good morning, Mage Pro. Glad to see you in the house. Merwin, glad to have you here. John Kress, good morning. Voices by Storm. Had a great time yesterday doing Voices by Storm character demo. Yeah, we stretched you, Storm. It was really a great pleasure and an honor to do that demo with you, that character demo. It was a lot of fun. I had fun. So I'm looking forward to getting that back to you. It's all in JC's hands now. John Carlos, he's going to be doing the production of it and just can't wait to get that back. What's up, John? Grimes is in the house. Hey there, buddy. Lazarus, Graham, thanks for being here. Let's see. Merwin says, hey, Earl, change my name from, Ryder Red Cross so that it's easier to read, smiley face. So looking forward to the webinar. You have no idea how psyched I am about this webinar. It'll be the first of its kind that I've done. So I'm excited about being able to present that to you. Let's see. Afternoon, Nick, Voices by Storm. The character demo was a challenge. Yes, indeed. LOL. All right. There's a part of this process that I think that many people make too much of. They just stress out too much over, developing a script. I understand, especially when you're starting out. You think you have to go somewhere or go to someone to help you develop something. And that can be good. But also when you're just starting out and maybe you just don't have the coin to go out and get a professional script written, a unique script, a customized script, by the way, just for you, which we do here at Earl Hall Studio. But there are all these sites. You've got like Edge Studio is the one that I go to all the time just for tell people to get some practice scripts, not scripts to do demos with. Please don't use those scripts for demos. It's too easy. And I'm going to show you how. It's too easy to go and create your own script. I talked about it a little bit yesterday. And I came into the office this morning and I had this BSW catalog sitting on my desk. I guess they delivered it to me. And I was taking a look and I was like, so I found this one page. It's an ad for this processor or whatever this is called VIA, or if that's how you pronounce it, don't know, don't care. But if you take a look at it, it says, let your talent focus on what they do best. And it's got some other stuff written on the page and what's there. It says power up, tap, connect, and go live. And, you know, it's got all this copy here. There's all this copy. I want to show you just with this one little thing. And that's why I said yesterday, you can grab a magazine, literally any magazine. If you're a sports person, bodybuilding, fashion, makeup, whatever, head over to the grocery store and grab a couple of magazines. This is how easy this is. Now, what I'm going to do, just taking from the copy, this is the ad. This is what I would do if I were you. I would get an ad and I would do this. Let your talent focus on what they do best. Power up, tap, connect, and go live via. It's that easy. It's that easy to come up with a script off of a full page of an ad that's in a magazine. That was just one. Let me see if I'll just, for kicks and grins. Oh, let's see if I can find another one here relatively quickly. Build and bargain, outfit your studio, get special. What's this company? BSW. Okay, the magazine is BSW. Here's an ad for BSW. Something as simple as this. Build a bargain, outfit your studio, get special pricing. BSW. Are you seeing how ridiculously easy this is to pick up a magazine, flip through it, and just, you know, here's one for a digital recorder. Let's see. Here's the ad. It's for this digital recorder called PDR. You see that, right? So let me see a couple of things that they're saying here about PDR. Okay. Great sound, shouldn't be bound by distance. Run free. PDR, digital recorder. I'm done. If I'm telling you, if you can't just do that, this isn't for you. Coming up with your own script is so ridiculously stupid, or ridiculously easy, I should say. I shouldn't say stupid. It's so ridiculously easy to do. It should be almost a crime to just go out and create some things like that. Oh yeah, Lazarus is saying local libraries often have exchange sections where you can pick up recent magazines free. I don't have any other magazines. I just had this. It just happened to be sitting on my desk when I came in this morning. I was like, oh, good. Let me, flip through that. And I just did that off the cuff. I just did that. No prep, no nothing. Except for that first ad, I'd looked at, let me do this one. Just found that second ad real quick in the magazine. There's tons of other ads that are going to be in that magazine. First of all, in most of the magazines that you're going to get, most of it are ads. Have you ever gotten a magazine recently? Most of the freaking magazine are ads because that's how magazines make their money. And you have 1, 2, or 3, little interviews or, something like that in the magazine. So you've got copies. You've got copy for days to go in. How many Pepsi ads are in some of these magazines? How many water ads are in, candy bars, you could probably come up with an ad walking through a checkout at a grocery store by just looking at what's there. These things are so super easy to do. And if you're struggling, if you are just starting out and you want to get a leg up, let's say you just started last month, yesterday, and you want to get some really good copy, open up a freaking magazine and they're there. They're there. And you can easily just make your own. Obviously, you've got to, get your background music in. You may have to do a little homework. Listen to some other ads that are out there from that company, which you can probably easily find on YouTube. Think about some sound effects that you might want to use in them. You can do this. And when you're just starting out, this is probably a great thing to do. If you're an expert at this and you really understand the whole nine about using your DAW and understanding how demos are actually made, and you're a decent audio engineer type person because you understand your DAW appropriately and how to process your voice, how to put in background music and things of that nature. If you've been in this 5, 10, 20 years, you can do this. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Glad to see you in here. Let's see. What's going on? Yeah, local libraries. Okay, I've seen all the comments that are coming in for the webinar tonight. And if anyone has any questions on this whole thing that I've just been talking about, it's like this is so easy to just do. But if you've got a question about it, go ahead and put that in there. What I want to share with you is a little tidbit here of what you're going to get on the webinar tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Once again, the link for the webinar on how to get your best demo is tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The link is in the description. Go ahead and click that. What I want to share with you right now is a tidbit of what's going to be there. This is our process. So I want you to meet the team. Here we go.
Your best demo at Earl Hall Studio starts with your best script. How do we get your best script, you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. I do a one-on-one with you, find out your likes, your dislikes, what motivates you, what are you passionate about, what are some of the brands you love and use, maybe your favorite musical styles, favorite TV shows or movies. Then we customize and tailor that script specific to you with your likes.
My bad,
and loves.
mic's on.
Hi, I'm Conchita, and I write the scripts for Earl Hall Studio. And my process really is simple. The first thing I do is I want to get to know you, the voice actor, because it's your voice and your personality that bring my words to life. So the first thing I'll do is I'll check out your media presence, your social media presence. I'll go to your Facebook page. I'll look at your Twitter account. I'll go to your Instagram. I will listen to any demos that you have posted online presently. If you have a voiceover website, I'll check that out. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll give you a call or Skype you, and we'll talk about what markets you want to target with your demo, what demographics.
I want to explain my process in creating a voiceover demo reel. Once Earl has gone through the coaching process and got the best possible read he can from the voice actor, I get that raw audio. I put my engineering cap on and I start listening critically. I'll go through and I'll clean the audio, make sure it's as pristine as possible, make sure it plays as smooth as possible. Then I start thinking about the story we're trying to tell in that 6 seconds. So I will pay attention to the script that was specifically written for that voiceover artist and the way the voiceover artist is delivering that script. And I will think about what story we're going to tell in that 6 seconds, from the intro to the outro. Once I have an idea of the environment I want it to be and how I want it to play, I start going through the sound effects and putting the sound effects around it to create that environment, to create the space for the dialogue to sit. Once I have a story plot with the sound effects and the voice kind of working, I then think about the music. Music is critical at this point. The music kind of has to glue everything together. The music can't be too busy or distracting from the dialogue because the message is what's the most important. So I'll have all of those components and I'll have kind of a rough sketch, if you will, of that 6-second clip. And then I'll move on to my next clip, my next clip, and my next clip. A 1-minute demo will have anywhere from 6 to 8 clips in it. And I'll start playing those clips in different order to see what the dynamic range is of the artist, because we want to show that dynamic range. We want to start off with a pop, we want to take the listener down to something more intimate, pull them in, we want to go up high energy again, and then we want to end with something maybe personable that'll leave the listener knowing and understanding what that voiceover artist can convey. After I have all of those elements put together and I have the clips in the right step, sometimes I might even go back and recreate one of them because it's just not translating in the big picture. So when the whole process is over, I may have 2 or 3 versions of each clip because it doesn't sit right or it didn't translate in the way I was trying to create it. So it's an artistic process, it's a technical process, and it's a process that I love. I really love telling a story with audio. I really love creating the space that that actor is in so that the listener knows where they're supposed to be listening to. You can close your eyes and you can picture where you are.
Okay, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that little meet the crew of Earl Hall Studio. These are the people that are responsible for the latest demos that have been going out for commercial and character demos. This is how the magic happens. I know I talk about these folks a lot, but maybe you've never seen them live and in living color. So now you've got a face to put with the name. Each of these folks, from Joe to Conchita to JC, are experts in their field. They know what it is that they're doing and they know how to get it done. We have a process here and I'm a part of that process. You know, these guys are awesome. All I do is walk you through the read. And I love doing that. My part in this whole process, basically you start off with Joe or Conchita. They're basically your first point of contact when you're getting your commercial demo, your promo demo, the high-end type of stuff. Those folks are your first contact. And they go through what they need to go through and talk to you personally on the phone or via Skype. And then I get that script and we have an appointment set already. Before you talk to the script writers, you have an appointment with me already. And what we do on that is fun. I can tell you this, it's a fun process. And I like to pull things out of people that they don't even realize that they can do. I love that process of doing that and walking you through these scripts step by step. And we don't finish until you get it because we want to produce you in your best light. I do that read with you step by step, line by line. I want to pull out that emotion. I want to pull out the anger or the happiness or the sadness or whatever the emotion calls for in these scripts that we develop, that we customize specifically to you. And I think that's really, really important. It's one thing to have a script, but when you have a script that will pull out the best in you, that makes the difference. And that's a huge part of this process. From Joe and Conchita to be able to speak with you and talk to you, to let you, to basically learn you and understand who you are, what makes you tick, so that they can develop a script around your style and your personality that's going to put you in the best light. And then it's my job to bring all of that out of you. And then the secret sauce on this, after I get that audio from you, it goes right to JC and he starts his process on making you sound like $1,000,000. You guys have probably heard some of the demos that have been done. I usually share the commercial demos because they're the best ones. The commercial demos that we produce, there's a lot of sound effects and music and high energy and low energy and all that stuff. So I love sharing those. I will be sharing Storm's character demo, which I'm like excited to be able to share. So we'll have that sometime next week for you, probably by the end of next week. And you'll be able to hear a character demo that we produce. I'm excited about producing some promos, some promo spots for, like TV and sports and all that kind of stuff, Tonight on Fox, that type of deal. So I'm excited about that. So let me see what you guys are talking about over here and answer some questions. Let's see. Ben Wake, excited, booked mine. Can't wait to get stuck into being a full-time VO. Awesome. Yeah, Merwin, thanks. The team is going to enjoy talking to some of you as well. Mage, will JC ask for a redo if it isn't where he needs it to be? Yes, it's a potential that he will. We may need to do, if your audio isn't, if it's really, really bad audio, which none of you should have at this point, all of you should have a treated space that you're recording in so that it's decent. You want to get decent audio. That's important. Thanks, Voices by Storm. She says, awesome crew. Andrea, hello, crew. Yep. Let's see. Here, Yvette, I believe for a beginner, you can sometimes feel anxious because nothing is happening, even on pay-to-play sites, I think, because no experience, no one wants to give you a chance. Um, I'll be perfectly honest here, especially when you're talking about pay-to-play sites. Sometimes there's a couple of things that can come into play. Sure, you've got to have the talent to do it. But I don't believe that because you started yesterday, it's going to affect that much, because the end result is the end result. Either you can perform it or you can't. And so people are looking at the performance. Is this person able to do this? That is just real. Now, on the pay-to-play sites or the freelance sites or anything else, a lot of it has to do with timing. If I'm looking at something like say, if I was on a pay-to-play and I'm looking at doing an audition, if 50 people have already auditioned, I'm not doing it. You know, if like maybe 10 or less have done it, then I'll do it. Because what you have to realize, we're dealing with human beings here. People are not going to spend hours listening to auditions. They're going to find someone in the first few. It's just human nature. We don't want to put all that effort in listening to the 100th demo or audition. It's just not going to happen. So it's about, you know, how they say the early bird catches the worm. You got to be there early. You want to be one of the first couple of people that audition. And so that might mean staying up later, or it might mean waking up earlier and doing some things like that. Because if you wait until you get off work or whatever, it's 5, 6 o'clock. Well, they've put that out this morning. So people have done those auditions. So some of it can come down to getting in early, you know, with that. So I don't care if you started yesterday. If you got the skill, you got the skill. It's that simple. But if you don't, you don't. And you're competing with people that have skill. Okay, let's see. Storm says, Earl has a great ear. When you work with him on the recording, he hears everything over Skype. Yeah, I do. I hear it all. Let's see. Mage, always loved Conchita, but getting to talk with Joe was a blast. He really listens and actually asks more questions than you may think. He delves deep to find the real you. I love that feedback. Joe will love that feedback. Because it is, you know, in this industry, so many things don't seem to be fair. A lot of people don't seem to be genuine with what it is that they say they can do or want to do for you. To get that feedback about a member of my team is just amazing to me. And thank you so much, Tom, for putting that in there. It's lovely to hear. And that is the type of service and quality that Earl Hall Studio will be known for forever. You guys know my passion. You guys know my grind and don't quit mentality. But at the end of the day, this is a people business. We're dealing with people. I don't care if I'm talking to a client, another VO, or whatever. We're dealing with people. And if people don't feel like they're important or that you even care, they won't want to work with you. So this is vitally important because, again, the script writers are your first contact or your first connection with what goes on at Earl Hall Studio. They're the first people you speak to 9 times out of 10. So that's really, really good feedback. So kudos to Joe on that one. Let's see. When is your next demo prep special? There aren't almost specials. We did a special when we broke out about 3 weeks ago, but there's, I'm not sure what you mean, David. Give me a little bit more context. I'm not sure what you mean by what you said, but if you give me some more context, I'll be able to answer that a little bit better, I think. Lenny, I love the process of creating a demo. When it's time to record your demo, do you have the talent book a studio or do you have them record from their home studio? Everybody records from their home studio. You need to have an adequate home studio. That is where the recording happens. The better your studio is, the better equipped it is as far as, and I'm not talking about soundproofing. I'm just talking about having soft surfaces around you. You can do this in a closet, okay? We've created demos with people in closets, you know, blankets all around. It is about just the sound quality that you're able to produce. Too many people get hung up on booths and stuff like that. We're pros at this, especially on the audio production end with JC. He knows what to do. Trust him implicitly. So, I mean, all of the audio that I've sent over to JC, he's never sent back saying, Earl, this is crap. And it might be, but he's such a good engineer. He can deal with that, but it is always best to put in your best. What goes in is what's going to come out, and that's what we have to deal with. So you want to make sure that at least you have an adequate setup with, not in some sort of open room, but yes, it can be in your closet. You don't have to go all out for this as far as where you're going to do your recording. As long as you don't have a bunch of echoing going around and all of that kind of stuff, we can work with it. And you've heard it already. You've already heard it. All right. You know what? You know what I want to do right now? I'm good. So that you understand this. Now, I've worked with Storm. I'm going to play Storm's demo again right now. Storm doesn't have a booth. She has a closet. And, it was funny because she was saying it was getting hot in there. It's hot in here. But it was funny. So, this would be a basic type of setup. Storm has a setup in a closet or whatever. It's not a sound booth. Correct me if I'm wrong, Storm, because I don't think it was a sound booth that you were in with that. But just take a listen. Take a listen to Storm's demo. This is what we do.
Vistaprint. Your vision, your business is in the palm of your hand. Pass it on. Fight back this flu season. Protect yourself and your peace of mind with Lysol Spray Travel Size. It goes where you go. Oops. DIY isn't for everyone. Find pre-screened professionals at HomeAdvisor.com. We all know that listening is the new reading. Hear the story, the entire story, on all your devices, anywhere, anytime with Audible. Have you been turned down for that new car loan? Get in the fast lane ASAP with Credit Repair Pros. Drunk, drugged, and distracted driving. Mothers Against Drunk Driving has partnered with Velocity TV's Drive Smart campaign. Drive smart. Life depends on it.
All right, so there was Storm's demo. Storm, what if you're here, Storm, put up kind of what your setup is. What kind of room is that you're recording in? Where are you recording at? Because I can't really remember. I know we had a light issue. You wanted to turn. Oh, I think you did have a light in there, but it was dark. I remember it being dark when we were on Skype yesterday doing that. So you guys can see that as long as you have a treated space, your demos are going to sound amazing. And you just heard Storm's demo once again. So it will it makes the difference. All right, let's see here. Love the process of creating a demo. What's the time? Okay, Lenny is saying, I love the process of creating a demo. When it's time to record your demo, do you have to okay, I answered that question. Rima. Oh gosh, you guys are writing a bunch now. I got to back up here. Can you pay for a custom voiceover demo script only? Rima, yes, you actually can. You can email me for some information on that at earl@earlhallstudio.com. It's just earl@earlhallstudio.com. And then I'll respond back to you via email. New VOs have to knock on doors via email marketing. Definitely. You do. Mage is saying, just an FYI, guys, I'm signed up for multiple demos. Yeah, he is. Because I believe in these guys and Earl. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think it was worth it. The quality is there. The price is perfect. Mage got in a little bit early. Mage got in early on what we're presenting tonight. Because he just wanted to do it. And I had to backtrack on pricing for tonight. Don't ask me what it costs because I'm not going to tell you. Come to the webinar tonight. You'll see how affordable it is. All right. It wouldn't be a reason for me to do a demo if I didn't. Okay. Do a webinar. But let's see. If you got game, you don't need a name. Here you go. Let's see. Dave, the last special was 500 for VO friends are asking me. No, we will never, ever have that special again. That was a really, really introductory special, and it didn't even cover our costs. I can just tell you that. the 500. Now, what I will tell you about the price, it's not $1,200. It's not $5,000 or $2,500 to have your demo made. I'll give you this little tidbit. I'll let you make payments. How about that? So come to the webinar tonight and you'll find out all the information on that. I've given away too many secrets already about what, what I'm going to be talking about. Let's see. I'll refer new VO to you, Corey, and I will talk to you soon about coaching. Awesome, David. Love to work with all of you guys. Let's see. Now you're just showing. Major saying, Earl, now you're just showing off. Storm saying it's an ISO booth, but the smallest model. Laugh out loud. Okay. Yeah, I was showing off a little bit, but actually that was Storm showing off her skills. We didn't do much. It was all Storm. Storm's demo sounds great. Thank you, Rima. And the engineer is a beast. JC is a beast. There's no doubt. JC is definitely a beast. Conchita's a beast. Joe is a beast when it comes to script writing. I'm a beast. We're just beasts up in here. Okay. Let's see here. It's a QC ISO booth. I don't have a light in it because I get migraines. Laugh out loud. Let's see. Has some real let's see. Storm has some real talent to begin with. Yeah, she does. She has a very unique voice going on for her. Storm says, but I used to record in my closet. Demo sounds great. Was wondering where we get the sound effects and background music from. Sorry for the silly question. Oh, it's not a silly question. I mean, background music, I tell people a lot. There's a couple of different places you can go. You can go to audioblocks.com. You can get music there all day long. It's a subscription. It's $99 a year, I believe. So if you're just starting out, that's a good place to go. I have a link on the website, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, for some actually better background music that's not going to be highly used. So you can see that towards the bottom of the website. There's a link there. I forget the name, quite honestly. But you can get that there. But if you're just starting out, Audio Blocks, paying your $99, you're good for a year, and you can use that music for whatever. David, 500 was a gift, most definitely. At first, I thought was a typo. Thought it was 1,500, which is a great price. 1,500 is a great price for a demo, but we don't charge that yet. David, in New York, going rate is about $2,000 to $3,000. Yeah, I know. I know what they run. And we're going to beat everybody. Still, we're going to beat everybody. Be on the webinar tonight. You're going to get all the info that's there. I'm excited about doing this webinar. Extremely excited about it. If you guys are going to be at the webinar, I would appreciate it if you would share that in your Facebook groups or whatever, letting people know that we're going to be doing some deals tonight. And talking about and giving away some great free stuff. It's all in the bennies, the benefits that I'm going to be giving away, because it's one thing to have a demo. One of the bennies I'm giving away too is time with me to show you what to do with your demo. I'm talking one-on-one, you and me on Skype, just you and I, talking about what you need to do with it. But you got to come to the webinar. Come to the webinar. You're going to see everything that you're going to be able to get. It's probably going to blow your mind. I'm giving away the farm once again, as I always do. And I'm looking forward to meeting a bunch of you. So I definitely would appreciate it if you would share that out across your social media platforms about the webinar tonight. And just let people, let your other VO friends know that we're going to be on tonight, and we're going to be on and popping, as they say. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been amazing for me. These 30 minutes just fly by for me. And I'm loving standing. I'm loving doing this standing now as opposed to what I was used to do sitting. So I'm loving this. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the webinar tonight. If you're not registered, the link is in the description. Go ahead and register right now. While you're in the clicking mood, go ahead and click the like or the heart or whatever it is for this video that you're watching right now. I definitely would appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel here on YouTube, please do that. It means a lot. I can't believe we're about to approach 2,000 subscribers. We'll probably hit that in the next week or two. And I just hit 1,000 in October. So the channel is growing amazing. Like over 200 people a month are subscribing to the channel at this point. So it's just growing, and I can't thank you guys enough because it's all because of you. So please, if you want to, please share this video out as well with your groups or whatever on social media. I definitely will appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Register for the webinar. Be there tonight. Do not miss this opportunity. Many of you missed the $500 deal. Sorry, it's not coming back. This deal tonight won't be coming back. You got to get in when you can get in, and the time is now. The year is just still at the beginning. What are you going to do the rest of the year? Hey, love you guys. See you on the webinar tonight. You take care.